According to the Gregorian calendar, June 23rd is the 175th day of any year, and if it is a leap year, then it is the 176th day. June 23rd has its own special significance in Indian and world history because many important events happened on this day which have been recorded forever in the pages of history. Let us know some such important events of June 23rd, knowing which will increase your general knowledge. The facts collected will be such as famous people born on this day, death of famous people, war treaty, independence of a country, invention of new technology, change of power, important national and international days, etc. Important events of June 23rd in the world. 1280 Reconquista troops of the Emirate of Granada defeated the Kingdom of Castile and the Kingdom of Leon in the Battle of Mostylon. 1314 First War of Scottish Independence, Battle of Bannockburn began. The First War of Scottish Independence was the opening chapter of a series of battles between English and Scottish forces, dating from the invasion by England in 1296 to the restoration of Scottish independence with the Treaty of Edinburgh-Northampton in 1328. De facto independence was established at the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314. 1661 Princess Catherine of Portugal defies King Charles II of England. Portugal gives the island of Mumbai to England as a present. The British receive Bombay as dowry from Portugal. The seven islands of Bombay were 16th century Portuguese territories off the west coast of India which were ceded to England under this title as part of the dowry of Catherine of Breton, who married Charles II. 1713 French residents of Asadi are given a year to declare allegiance to Britain or leave Nova Scotia, Canada 17-4. The Treaty of Istanbul is signed, partitioning the Ottoman Empire, Russia and Persia. 1757 Siraj ad-Dawla attacks British forces led by Clive, defeating them at the Battle of Plassey. 1757 Robert Clive defeats forces led by Sir Jadawal at Plassey, winning control of Bengal. 1758 Seven Years' War, Battle of Krefeld. British forces defeat French troops at Krefeld in Germany. The Comte de Saint-Germain, who commanded the French left wing, was still not able to mount a strong enough defense to prevent a complete rout, and the French army retired from the field in relatively good order. 1780 American Revolutionary War. The Continental Army's victory at the Battle of Springfield effectively ended British ambitions in New Jersey. 1780 American Revolutionary War. The Continental Army's victory at the Battle of Springfield effectively ended British ambitions in New Jersey. 1790 for Empress Catherine II of Russia allows Jews to settle in Kiev. Yekaterina Alexeyevna, or Catherine II, also known as Catherine the Great, was Russia's most famous and long-reigning female leader. Her reign was called the Golden Age of Russia. 1858 Edgardo Mortara, a 6-year-old Jewish boy, was seized by papal authorities and raised as a Roman Catholic, sparking the eternal dispute. 1868 Christopher L. Sholes received a patent for the typewriter. 1868 Christopher Latham Sholes received a patent for an invention he called the typewriter. Christopher Latham Sholes was an American inventor who invented the first practical typewriter and the QWERTY keyboard that is still in use today. He was also a newspaper publisher and politician from Wisconsin. 1887 The Parliament of Canada passed the Rocky Mountains Park Act, creating Banff National Park, the country's first national park. 1894 The International Olympic Committee was founded at the Sorbonne in Paris at the initiative of Baron Pierre de Coubertin. 1894 The International Olympic Committee was founded at the Sorbonne in Paris at the initiative of Baron Pierre de Coubertin. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, is an international non-profit, non-governmental organization. Today, its membership consists of 100 active members, 30 honorary members, and 1 honorary member. The IOC is the supreme authority of the modern Olympic movement worldwide. 1894 An international conclave led by French historian Pierre de Coubertin at the Sorbonne in Paris establishes the International Olympic Committee to re-establish the ancient Olympic Games. 1919 Estonian War of Independence. Estonian troops capture the pro-German government near Sisus, Latvia, retaking the region for days later. 1926. The College Board administers the first SAT, a major test for university and college admissions in the United States. The 1930 Simon Commission recommended a federal India and the separation of Burma and London. The Indian Constitutional Commission was a group of 7 British members of the United Kingdom sent to India in 1928 to study constitutional reform in Britain's most important colonial dependency. It was commonly known as the Simon Commission after its chairman. 1946 Canada's largest onshore earthquake, measuring 7.3 MW, strikes Vancouver Island but causes only 2 casualties, as there are many populated areas near its epicenter. 1953 Great social reformer, politician, national leader, and founder of the Jana Sangh Party. Syama Prasad Mukherjee died in Srinagar during World War II. Syama Prasad Mukherjee was an Indian politician, barrister, and educationist who served as Minister of Industry and Supply in the cabinet of Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. After a falling out with Nehru, Mukherjee left the Indian National Congress and founded the nationalist Bharatiya Jana Sangh. 1956 Gamal Abdel Nasser was elected President of Egypt. 1956 Gamal Abdel Nasser became President of Egypt, a position he held until his death in 1970. 1960 Security Pact between Japan and the United States. 1972 Title IX of the United States Civil Rights Act of 1964 was used to prohibit gender discrimination in any educational programming receiving federal funds, which allowed for a massive increase in student athletes in women's sports. 1980 Chinese-American Vincent Chin died after being beaten in Acoma, Highland Park, Michigan, United States by automotive workers who belittled him for being Japanese and who were jealous of the success of the JJ Auto companies.